You are now tuned in to episode 74 of The Dip. I go by the name of Ski, a.k.a. Filipino Grigio, a.k.a. Mr. Cozywear. Here with both of my co-hosts and 2/3 of the podcast. Got my man Sport playing all fields and all courts, a.k.a. Hefe Horn. Chap over the cheeks, Don at the behind, Chaplin in the back end. Also got my man,
He remember that shit.
Oh yeah. Like I never left. Also got my man Hev Hefner, aka Canary Hev, aka Humbly Hev, aka Mr. Hev, aka the 42-year-old phenom Heavy Robinson, Hev Lee, Heavy Balboa, Alky Balboa. You know what the deal is.
Shit like
you feeling good?
Bike.
Huh?
That shit like riding a bike.
Riding a bike. Yeah. On the pegs and everything. Not even pedaling on this joint. It's light work. It's light work. We back at it again. Here with the visuals for y'all. No more Zooms. Gotta thank my guys for holding it down. You know what I mean? Did a wonderful job.
Yeah, we
back to it. Happy belated to have too.
Yeah, happy belated.
That's how we touched down.
For sure.
Appreciate it.
Vet.
I was sick on my
Yeah, you're sick.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sick, man.
Nah,
I was
yeah.
sick. I was fucked up.
He even went to the extent that when they came out with that little stomach virus, I had that
I
too.
had that shit. Yeah,
Oh, that's what it was, bro.
No, I've been sick after my birthday too. After like a night of drinking and shit like that. That's what we call it.
I ain't go out. I had not Valentine's Day.
Yeah, bro.
I ain't
It's like, what you doing? I don't know.
I ain't do shit.
I don't know.
I ain't even get no coochie.
Oh man.
Yo, somebody told me that they said only black people celebrate their birthday. Yeah, they said like that shit ain't no big deal. That like other races don't call out and shit like that. Like they go to work and it's a regular day to them. They was saying that like, like you really make a big deal. Like you shouldn't make a big deal of your birthday.
That shit day you was.
Is that some like? Is that some black people shit?
Y'all know I really don't celebrate my birthday like that.
You
So.
don't?
No, y'all ask me.
See, it's some black people shit. I think it's
You don't though. You know.
Like, I might go out to eat, but like I don't like make a big deal out of my birthday.
Yeah, I don't really either though.
But you don't go to
It
work.
was just okay.
I was.
Oh
not.
yeah.
That was an old video, that you seen that she posted.
No, but like the whole premises of like birthdays were like, today is my day type shit. And you know how like, especially women like, I got the whole day lined up and we got an itinerary.
They have the whole month.
Yeah, they be having the whole month.
Yeah, still my birthday and all that.
Yeah.
But they said like no other people other than black people make that big of a deal of their
I
birthday.
gotta look
Like,
into that. It might be for sure. I'm not going to work. That's a
yeah,
guarantee.
I ain't never work on my birthday.
I did last year.
What? No, I will call out my birthday. I'm not coming in on my birthday.
I'm not doing
the
nothing
day I was
strenuous.
born.
Yeah, like,
No.
Why then some dumb shit happened on your birthday? You mad shit? Like I knew I should have came to this bitch.
It's my birthday, chill.
Yeah, like y'all playing with me. It's my birthday. I will leave. I promise you. I'll
Another
leave.
year old out this motherfucker. Don't fuck with me today.
But people was really like, I was like, why is that big of a deal to you? I'm like, well, you were born that day. They're like, so?
It's another year.
I'm like, I guess people don't.
Especially coming through like a lot of shit, like especially the pandemic and
I guess so.
the hood. Like you grow through a lot of shit. Like for you to make another year, you should celebrate.
I think that's why we identify it that way though, because we look at it as like, we made it another year. Like it's a celebration of like not to put it black and white, just being from the hood. Like you look at it like, damn,
Another year I'm alive. So many people out here.
So people don't identify it that way though. They be like, I knew I was going to die of old age. Like,
Yeah.
So I think that's why some people don't celebrate it. They just be looking like, the fuck.
Listen, I'm gonna celebrate. At least not going to work. Like I might not do shit in the crib or go out, but I ain't going to work.
You still tell yourself though, like, all right, like we, like everybody, like somewhat out of the hood, like we don't live a dangerous lifestyle. You still be like,
I made another year.
Niggas die every year. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah, you know what?
I'm just happy to see
I still
30.
do. I still do. Cause I still be around the same like places I be at. I lived at where I don't frequent them, but I like once, twice a month, I've still got to be around there just for a haircut or.
Huh? I don't go to the hood at all.
I mean,
my hood.
I think the barbershop really keep you connected to the hood. If you didn't,
I wouldn't know what the fuck was going on if it wasn't for the barbershop.
My mom every once in a while.
Yeah,
I gotta go see my aunt though. My aunt still live on the block.
I don't go through my hood like where like I grew up and raised. I have no fucking like nobody.
Y'all got baldies though. So I think it's once you get to Baldy, it's a disconnect with. You think it's a correlation with once.
That's what I'm saying.
Once you get to Baldy, you get a disconnect from where you.
That's
from.
what I said. That you going to the barbershop is what keep you connected to South Philly. Like, you wouldn't go to fuck down there.
Yeah, I wouldn't go down at all.
Well, I ain't got to go there though. Y'all niggas. I see y'all niggas in reunions.
Well, me though, but I don't take my barber don't cut my kids' hair. My barber used to get high though, so once he started getting high, like I stopped taking him to my. He don't cut my kids' hair no more because he got high. Like that was it for that.
When I was young, I had a barber, Buddy Mac. You know Buddy Mac? Buddy Mac used to get high. Rest in peace, Buddy Mac. He was the man when he was the man, but he used to get. One time he gave me a fucking hustler. I went in there to get like a fade, like a low joint, take a little bit off the top. I left out that joint with a hustler here. My mind was so fucking bad. This nigga was high as shit though. My hair, my shit was fucked up. I had to go to somebody else.
When you first find out your barber get high,
I love Buddy Mac though.
That should be like my barber was chilling. The next thing you know, like how you late on a Saturday? Like he's showing up at 3 o'clock on a Saturday with Friday, 10 o'clock appointments.
Fridays and Saturdays. There's no reason why. There's no reason why he should be coming in at 10, 11 o'clock. You should
like
be
what's there? You
sharp.
like, all right, yo, this nigga. He get high,
dipping and everything like this. Like I know I wasn't supposed to be in that chair. Like someone was telling me like, well, I shouldn't be here, but my mom said get my cut. He fucked my shit up.
Well, with the intro music was Jeezy. Y'all know Jeezy just did a Tiny Desk, which a masterclass of a Tiny Desk. The crowd,
they wasn't
not really. Crowd. Yeah. It's a shame that I understand. Tiny Desk is a gentrified version of like BET now.
So, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they got a sprinkle of black people in there that can kind of vibe with the concept that's going on. But it's like,
but why not invite people that know the Jeezy shit? Yeah, like why not put the crowd as the people who?
Yeah, like, I think they all like Tiny Desk NPR employees.
I was about to say it's probably like interns.
So
like that.
So it's like probably directly exclusive to them. Like I don't think it's open to the public. Yeah. So it's probably not. I think we have an EEO complaint on the rocks. But like,
I mean, no, but like if you see the set list, don't you think you should brush yourself up?
That's what I'm saying. At least somebody suggested Jeezy to come. So somebody like him, like you should have him front line.
At one point, I think they did it. What was it? And then what? And it was like, first I'm going to stack my dough. It was like all right.
Yeah,
I ain't even watch it, so
I didn't watch it yet either. But Jeezy, my guy.
Yeah, couple miscues from the crowd. Little disappointing in the crowd participation.
I don't never get through the Scarface one though.
I don't want to see Jeezy again because it's kind of like sad to me to what Jeezy is now.
What you mean?
Because Jeezy not what Jeezy was.
He evolved. He grew up.
No, I get that though, but like Jeezy now is like a shell of what Jeezy was. Like not too many times you see people. I don't even know if Shorty did, but his music matured to a point where it's not what it was.
I feel you. Like if he would have stopped at like TM 103.
Yeah. Like at the 103, that was it. Like it's nothing. And even 103 is good. And that's like when people doubted Jeezy. They doubted if Jeezy still had it, and he dropped 103, and it was like, oh, he still got it. Right. And then after that, no, 103 was after the recession. That's
Super Freak.
Super Freak, and the joint with Fab and Jadakiss.
Even the one after that, matter of fact, the one with Beautiful with the game.
Yeah,
got a bad bitch.
But he hit a wall with me, and it's like I went from loving Jeezy to like, oh, cool. Like you could grow, like Ross grew in his music, and it don't sound the same, but it's still good. Like I'll be like. So I was kind of bittersweet watching it. Like I don't want to see Jeezy because it's gonna remind me
he did all hits though. It wasn't anything new.
Yeah.
So I mean I can appreciate it for that. Like if he would have did some newer shit, I'm like,
what's your favorite
Jeezy record? Album.
Don't give me a line. The one with Vacation.
That's
I think
Recession.
I think it's the same album. Yeah, I think I was. Just
I'm gonna go with Black President too.
Yeah. That's 10. That's not even 102.
Actually, you know what?
It's just called The Recession. Yeah, mine is 102.
Mine might be
102 is the joint with R. Kelly on it. Oh yeah, and your boy Kev. Yeah.
What's the joint with
That's the inspiration.
That's the inspiration.
Yeah, 102. Yeah. That might be my favorite actually. Yeah. I was just
102.
Yeah,
but the first one,
The Recession is.
The first one is classic too, though.
Yeah, the first one is classic, but
Gangsta Music, Go Crazy.
Actually, no.
Soul Survivor.
Wordplay, yeah, Wordplay is one of my favorite. And Circulated, two of my favorite. That's like my favorite back to back. Like that came back to back on the album. Those are my favorite Jeezy records probably.
I can't listen to Soul Survivor.
That's on a recession.
No, I don't know why.
Yeah, I can't listen
to
the
Kel feature, or is it because of?
No, Soul Survivor had
the Akon feature.
Oh yeah, that was
it might be the Akon feature.
Well, I don't like nothing
fuck
that's
with nothing with Akon no more.
I don't like nothing when I go back to listen to any album. I don't like nothing that was commercial. So anything that was commercial on it, I kind of like. I had to tell myself I can't remember what album it was, but I was like, oh, this song corny, and I'm like, no, it wasn't. It's just played it out. It's spent out enough, so I don't count it as like, oh, that's the joint. But I don't like nothing commercial on these albums that like were like, if they was a big hit, I gotta appreciate them for what they were. But now I'll be like, oh, I don't.
That's how it is with these TikTok hits for me now. Like,
yeah,
if I was to listen to that like that Money Long song, like say I was to put some R&B shit on and skipping that just because it kept playing all fucking time.
Oh, that twin shit, yeah.
Nobody. It's my shit right now. Though.
I didn't even know that was a real song. I thought it was an old song. I didn't even know it was a current song. I thought they stole that from like old, like that other. Can I call you Rose?
That's a new song too.
That's a new song. I thought that was an old song.
That's a new song.
Oh shit! See, I wouldn't even know.
That's a new song.
I don't know what that is.
That's damn, how I forget that name. I just listened to the album too. The album is actually pretty good. Damn, it's on the
you know the joke. Can I call you Rose? Can I call you the sweetest thing?
The Sacred Souls. I let that shit ride out for a little bit. That's the end of the music section. So where we at with it?
New leaks. The leaks.
Oh yeah, it's been a lot of
Bobby Eithoff and who was it? Well, we had a Nicki leak in the chat.
That was just
we had a Nicki leak in the chat.
Nicki Minaj.
Yo, that shit was funny as shit.
We had a Nicki leak.
I still think he think that shit real, bro.
Yo,
I think he think it's real. Yeah.
Horn was like, yeah.
He's like, no, bro. I know. Look at our ass.
Yo,
tattoo.
When you had to tell somebody like, yo, if you wanted to be whoever you wanted to be, let it be that person. But who was it? It was Bobby and somebody else though. Bobby Eithoff, the podcast.
Ruby had one.
Ruby Rose.
It wasn't really Ruby Rose. I mean, it wasn't really a leak though. Like,
how can you leak if you got an OnlyFans? That's what I want to know.
It wasn't really. I mean, they leaked the OnlyFans, I guess you could say, but
I guess so.
I mean,
go on Reddit to leak the whole.
No, the Ruby Rose wasn't really a leak to me.
But you could tell the Bobby Eithoff
that was a deep fake.
Was a fake. Yeah,
it was a deep fake.
I mean, it was a good one, but
it was a good show.
Yeah,
I was like, hold up, nah, that ain't real.
She ain't had a Bob.
The AI shit is crazy though, because I mean, we had the Taylor Swift leaks that the AI pictures that they was doing with her spreading the cheeks at the game and shit like that. Did you see that? Yeah, so
I feel like that been around a while. You could have Googled like Beyonce boobs years ago and got like her head on some
Photoshops and stuff like that. But those
Photoshops was a while.
But the AI shit is
the way they doing the AI because that Bobby, whatever her name is, that shit was
go DJ. You got the right one. Many fresh. She was going Miss B Nasty.
I ain't never see them doing like a video joint like that. Yeah. Like they might did like the Photoshop the pictures, but like
the pictures are still like, but to do a whole video is the
videos. The
AI, wow. But ain't this crazy how it turned? Like when we grew up, it was like, oh, that's Photoshop. To now is that's AI.
That's AI.
And then the next generation gonna have something else, probably.
Yeah, just like another sign that like.
Can you picture the day like you start getting AI like fakes? Like instead of catfish, you getting like AI fished.
Damn, can you imagine that?
It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. I mean, all it was just people putting pictures up on profiles and just tricking people. But now, like, people can actually put different faces on different bodies.
I don't think the what's the name yet is became like trendy. Like so before, like if you wanted certain filters, to go to Snapchat, to go to TikTok to get this filter. Mm-hmm. Like I don't think people know where to go to get that AI one.
Well, there's actually been like AI like Instagram models.
Yeah,
like people have put like on like different bodies.
OnlyFans model that's only basically like it's an AI character.
Yeah.
Yo, this is wild.
So look, it's bound to catch on within the next 5, if not sooner. Like,
but once it's really tap into the hood where like Shorty know that I don't have to send him a real nude, I can send him my face on another. Yeah. But that's good with me.
Still gonna be cool. Like, I'm good.
Just don't tell me it's cool.
That shape butt ass.
Yeah.
But, that shit had me thinking though. Like, you ever had a nude leak?
My homie
Like,
had a
shit?
joint leak.
Like my nude?
Like something you sent somebody.
Oh, so like
yeah,
the
showed
gat,
up.
like you.
Yeah, you
oh,
get.
nah, I ain't never.
I
had
ain't a
my-
big
I don't-
sender though.
I don't
I'll
think-
probably until like this like I'm gonna say like the last
last
like
10 years.
No, I ain't even gonna say 10 years. I ain't even gonna say.
Just the last decade. That's
No,
all.
no.
I don't even send gat pics the last decade.
No, because in my relationship, I never wanted to send a pistol and it get back or that's what I never wanted to do. Send the heat and shorty be like, yeah, I got it right here. Like
This him?
So, but I've been a vicious boy.
I know that vein.
Post relationship.
I know that vein anywhere.
I'm gonna send it before you ask. Even in shadow mode, I'm gonna send it
Send it.
yeah. But I wasn't a vicious
Nah, I wasn't even.
Yeah, but we grew up in a different era though. You ain't sending no fucking nude on a Sprint phone, a flip Sprint phone. I know I would have been a wild boy in high school, but we ain't grow up in that era.
Yeah.
We adults sending nudes and shit like that.
I used to send my shit to my shorty all the time.
Wait, on the Sprint?
Now you wild. I'm not
all
sending my shit to
pixelated.
my shorty. If you know what it look like. Nah, see, you
Come
wild.
on, bro.
You wild.
Y'all gotta jump.
What's
You
the
was mad
point?
as shit at me at one point.
What's the point though? If she already know what this shit look like, what am I sending it to you for?
Yeah.
I was in motion. Shit was looking good.
Yeah.
That's the enticing joint. Hey, this could be here for you.
Hurry up and get home. Yeah.
So,
going
all right.
on?
So, wait up. Now, my next question is: so you a still photo or a video? Oh, you wild head. I probably did 2 videos in my life.
So you ever got?
Money shot joint.
This might be. All right, that was my question. You ever got the? You know what I mean? Send me the nut vid.
Yeah, sent them a couple times. So, yo,
Some chicks love the nut vid. They into the nut vid. They want the nut vid. No, see, I'm a still picture, and until what's the name? Until now you gotta you go in if somebody send you something and you can save it and they tell you the date that they sent so they sending you a picture 2024 but it's really from 2021.
I know my way around that, but
I'm saying but until that was a thing I had my Jones tucked away let me get a good joint out for it
No, but you can change the date though.
No, I'm saying that before you
change the
even
date.
knew that you had to change the date. You was getting them off, and then somebody go to save them, and then they this shit from 2021.
It's not in 4K. This is 1080p.
Who you sent this to before?
This-
You never send that to nobody before. I don't even do this type of shit.
This look like an iPhone 12 pic.
But I ain't.
But you wild I'm gonna ask y'all crazy. Y'all wild y'all send a whole body joint or
No, I don't
just
send
send a
nobody.
piece.
No, just
No face, no trace.
no face, no trace. Yeah.
I got a homie who sent when Spice Gang was out.
Well, how do you pose for that? Though? That's my
Mirror-
thing. I don't even know how to pose with clothes on. So for me to pose with clothes off is a crazy.
My homie,
joint.
he hit a mirror joint, bang the whole full body, confident as shit,
like up, like this, like
cocky.
the angle joint.
Yeah, hair from here, head to toe. And his shorty put it in what's her name? His shorty put it on Spice Gang. Remember that was the thing?
I know somebody who they leaked her video too. She was slamming the bull, and the bull girlfriend found it. She put that shit on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I heard of that. I heard of that too. If Shorty find out you sending her man some shit, she gonna throw that shit on there. But people been getting
Busy too.
You can book for that though.
yeah, people been
Yeah,
getting
you
people
can
booked for
travel
that shit
stuff
like
like
that. Yeah. Vengeance porn and all that. I heard of the one chick, the boy, he caught his girl fucking around with some other. Wait, let me get it right. The bull caught his shorty fucking around with some dude or whatever like that, but he found out he got in touch with his girl, so they both found out they partners, and then they fucked to even it up. They found out they both partners was fucking around, so they fucked to call it square.
Might as well go ahead and do this, man.
Yeah, we both playing the fool.
But we gotta be hurtful. We
Yeah.
kill each
I
other.
thought that was wild too.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
You think sure?
I ain't gonna lie, that's my speed.
That's it.
I mean, I'm gonna try to
That's
get that
my
off.
speed.
I'll get that off though. I ain't gonna lie.
My speed.
Go ahead, fuck
Yeah.
you.
I mean, I wouldn't get into the what's the name, but I'd definitely try to get that off. Like if Shorty hit me like, oh yeah, she messing around with my man, we might as well just fuck with.
Really on somebody, we might as well.
I don't understand why he would do that to you.
So how are you healing?
I was about to say, how you lead into that? Like, damn,
Yeah,
You deserve better.
Yeah, not even. How are you healing? You want some help with that?
Yeah, some wild bulls.
Oh, this is what I want to. Go ahead.
I know some joint that said like, oh wow, this was like a couple years ago. She said some shit like, if you ever sent me a nude, all my girlfriends seen it.
I heard of that, but I don't. Chicks will get mad. Chicks will get mad if you show somebody else,
shit.
But they send they shit around.
That's the thing. We probably do the same.
Yeah.
Like,
No, my shit is.
I actually
I
don't show. Yeah, I don't show the news.
No, don't ever show
how
me.
I care about how much I care about you.
Don't ever show me. Like I hate when a nigga show you a nude and it's like, don't show me you having sex with nobody. Yeah. Like why would you show somebody you get your dick sucked? I don't want to see that shit. Like.
See, I had to stop that shit because that shit backfired. Like I showed when I first started messing with this joint, I showed my niggas like, yo, look at this shit spread wide open. Like,
yeah,
great. I'm about to
the nigga be right in a deal.
No, I wound up wifing her. Like,
oh.
I wound up wifing her. So now everybody that see my situation, shit. Because at the time I'm thinking I'm just hitting this shorty. I ain't never gonna make nothing of it. So she sent me the joint. Sent to everybody.
So I know somebody. I know somebody who
I think we all know somebody who did that. Like, yeah.
I actually know somebody. Fuck the pick. I actually know somebody who ran a train on a joint. He wound up wifing her and having kids with her later on. And that was like,
shit like that.
BM
Some
that he
shit
was,
I
like,
just
sick
can't.
of.
Some shit
But
I just
he
can't.
didn't realize that was gonna be.
Nah. See.
That's how it be though. You don't
Nope.
Not no train. No.
Bro,
None
Not
of
the
that
train,
shit.
but
None of that
crazy.
shit. None of that shit, yo.
You showed a flick. Like,
I just had
I just ran down on
like
last night.
I had a conversation with my homie, and I used to mess with this chick in her adult life that my homie, like one of my good homies, used to mess with in her high school life. Yeah. Like he met her. We all knew her then, but he used to fuck with her then, and I knew her now. I started fucking with her like modern day, like, and they was just like she was cool, and I always told myself like, yo, she'd be a good girl, but my man, he already tastes the soil, so I can't make it my oil.
Yo, that was the line.
Like, that was it.
Oh.
Like,
So even if she messed with him, he messed with teenagers. You wouldn't.
it doesn't matter.
That shit a rap.
That shit a rap for me. Even if I say like you, even if you seen the nude, like, nah, I'm cool.
It's a rap.
It's a rap.
Yeah. My homie did that. He sent me the nude. He wiped it and shit. Then my man kept playing. Like, he would keep sending the nude. he would keep sending the nude in the chat.
That's crazy.
After he wiped it, he started sending the nude and shit like that. It's like, nigga, you shouldn't have sent the joint.
No, I ain't said it.
Like,
I just showed him like
this nigga used to be like, yo, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. And then you send the he was sending nude, but my man was taking the shorty serious and all that. And that's
funny.
like, but me, like, I like a chick. If somebody seen her nudes before or somebody fucked her before, I'm cool.
Even if they just seen the news,
I'm cool. I'm still not.
Crazy.
I'm cool. You gotta have a great like that gotta be the only thing that's wrong with you.
If that's your homie.
Yeah, because I'm easily turned off though. Like I just saw the post that said like I just saw a post. This gotta be the funniest shit I seen. He said, I'm easily turned off if the dog sniff your ass too long. I'm cool. If the dog starts sniffing your ass too long, I'm cool. And that's me. Like I'm turned off so fucking fast that like if you got enough shit that I don't like about you, and then like the cherry on top is somebody else saw your.
All right, so you ever be like in the moment, right? In the moment, like about the, you know what I mean? And then some shit just turn you off in the middle of the moment.
That's
you
me.
can't perform.
Yeah,
that's me.
Like I've had that shit happen where I didn't realize like shorty smoked.
Yeah.
So then I smoked the breath, and then I tasted the breath. I was out.
Yeah.
Tap out. Take me out, coach.
Like me, like.
But then like I look crazy because then it becomes a me problem. You know what I mean? But it's like no, like
it'll be problem.
No, you won't smoke.
My homies, you can ask them. They'll tell you like, oh, they used to call me like a bad bitch because if she don't look good, I will not fuck with you. I will not like niggas know like if she don't look good, I don't have no work for you. Like it's hard to just get off that shit if I'm not attracted.
I'm fine with being. I'm a baddie. I'm fine with being a baddie.
Yeah, that's my shit. They be like, this nigga dying wine. He think every bitch gotta be pretty. Like,
no, well, I mean, yes, but they do, right? I mean, obviously they have to be attractive, but like the cigarette smoking shit like that, like that's a big deal for me. Like, I'm sorry, that's a deal breaker.
No, but some people can get off there. Like, I don't care. Pussy is pussy. I can't. Or not. Like,
and I've tried. And the thing is, I've tried my hardest to do that because, like,
turn me
yeah, like I've tried my hardest. I can't do it.
You gotta get me drunk, shorty. If you gonna be ugly, if you gonna be ugly, you gotta get me drunk. You gotta get me drunk. Nah. And breath. I don't give a fuck who you look like. Your breath don't smell right. I'm cool.
So while we on the topic of that, y'all ever tried like dating apps and shit like that?
I did. I never was good at it. I think I was socially awkward at like dating apps. Like when I first became single.
So wait, all right. So there's like a tier to like dating apps, right? Because you have like Tinder, which is just like, all right, I'm here for the hit it and quit it, and that's it. Then you have like your, I don't know no other apps, but I know like there's Hinge. I know there's Hinge.
Christian Mingle.
All right.
Bumblebee.
Farmers only. Like, all right, if we go sit here and go down that road, all right.
I think it's Bumble or something like that.
Bumble, yeah, Bumble is one. Where there's, I don't know about Bumble. I think Hinge is like the more serious one. One of our homies, matter of fact, met his wife on Hinge.
Oh yeah,
yeah. What is the other one? Fishing.
Plenty of Fish.
That's like Tinder.
Is it? Okay. Well, I mean,
yo, to be on a dating app in a relationship, you gotta be a wild motherfucker.
Be in a relationship.
Yeah. Because when you caught, you caught. Yeah. Like ain't no way around it.
Yeah.
But I never did Tinder because I never wanted to feel like I'm thirsty enough to do Tinder. Like I wanted to. If you ever catch me on it, like if a chick ever pulled up my profile on a dating app, I want her to be like, all right, he really looking for somebody. Not like the nigga just like if you catch me on a Hinge profile, that mean if you catch me on the Tinder profile, that mean you just horny. Like I feel like a prostitute. Like I'm tricking.
I feel like dating apps is like the last like
resort.
It's like desperate. Like
that's how they make it seem. That's how they make it seem.
For some people, it's hard to meet people now, but especially in like the social media age of things, where it's like a lot of people don't go out like that either. So it's like
that's true.
You know, that's the only way you can meet people now. And you say it all the time. That Instagram is a dating profile now, so it's like a dating app now. So it's just the roundabout way of.
I think I feel more at ease doing it on Instagram than actually signing up, doing the profile, and being on the dating app.
You know what I'm saying? The crazy thing is some of the questions they ask you on the dating app, you be like, I don't fucking know. For real? Yeah, they ask you some shit and you be like, I never even thought about that by myself.
You shouldn't be on the fucking dating app. If you can't sit there and answer these questions about yourself.
They be like,
this is the last place you need to be at.
They'll be like, what's one of the fucking questions they ask you? Like,
so are you religious?
No, not even that though.
I never thought about God.
If you had a free day, what's 5 things you would do? I don't fucking know. I don't have that many free days. Like the fuck.
If you don't have no free days,
yeah, like what the fuck? Like,
yeah, that too.
But I think, all right, so you know how they say with like Love and Hip Hop and all that, where they be like everybody dating the same pool, where they be like celebrities recycle people. That's what happened on Instagram. You just recycle your friends and everybody be dating in the same circle.
Because the network only goes so far.
Yeah, so I think when you meet people off Instagram, you really are one step removed from somebody. Like everybody I talk to on Instagram, I can relate. I can relate somebody that know them or something like that, and that's how you meet. When you go on a dating app, that's the outside of like randomly just going places, that's the only way you meet people from a bigger umbrella
that you wouldn't even know.
That you probably wouldn't even run into. Even when you go to the like me meeting people at the supermarket, like if I met somebody at the supermarket, 9 times out of 10 they live in my neighborhood. Cause like you wouldn't be in that supermarket unless they door dashing or something like that. Like so like to meet people at a far umbrella, like even when we talked to our homie, he said he met attorney general aide or agent or something like that. Either way, but it's like that's somebody you wouldn't run into
just anywhere else.
Yeah. Or you wouldn't know somebody from that walk of life. So it's a good way to extend your umbrella because I do feel like it's like you said, 6 inches.
6 inches separation. Yeah,
it's like everybody you meet. Like that's the first thing
you're gonna know so many people next to other people. So it's just like, and then you have to ask the questions like, well, how do you know this person? Even like I look at the mutuals. Like so when I look at the mutuals, I'm like, yeah, he probably tagged. Like, so it's like
certain people you see.
Yeah, certain.
No, but some people just horny bulls. Like I know some people that I'd be like, all right, they probably tag, and then there's some people just follow every fucking body under the
I'm
sun.
about to say we got a homie that I see under every motherfucker.
Is under every bitch you've seen on Instagram.
But main man though, he be under everybody's shit, and I know he ain't like fake beard.
I was about to say,
yeah. He be under everybody's shit. And I know he ain't.
He was under an ex of mine. I was like, yo, how you know bull? Like I had
to just follow.
And I'm not even like the type to be like, I'm not even a how you know bull type bull. Yeah. But like with him, I was like, yeah, like how you know? Cause
and they just be like, he just follow me. Like he follow everybody.
It's like he
exactly
looked
what
at
it was.
you knew following him or something like
and
that.
He started
go follow him.
That's why I don't like nobody picture like that.
Yeah.
When you
actually, I ain't gonna lie, your homies like that too. I'll talk about it later.
I know you're talking about.
Oh yeah, he a vicious boy. He a vicious boy.
I was like, damn. I was like, I know for a fact you don't know her. Yeah. I know her. You don't know her. Like I know for a fact.
But some people,
that nigga was under my cousin.
Yeah, horny boy.
Bro. I said, how you know him?
Horny boy.
I don't know that nigga.
It do be like when you meet a chick, like you look at her what's the name? Even the chicks that I know on Instagram that I don't know at all, and I just started following them, for them to pop up on my feed or us to start following each other from somewhere, somebody I know or somebody they know each other. Like it's really your umbrella is your umbrella. It's few far between that you meet somebody that's like way out of your circle.
Before you accept them, you check the
mutuals
people.
I do.
You do?
I don't know more. I used to do that shit when I had a girl. I don't have no girl no more. So
I do.
I do.
This shit just. What you?
Well, my page public, but like when people send me a credit, I do check the mutual. Yeah,
my shit is private now. It used to be public. I just made my shit private. My living life.
It's so many motherfuckers that be like that just follow. I know when it's the list of like 6 people, and I know who really know a person, and I can have a conversation with somebody and can tell them like, oh, all right, they know them from here. Like Shorty, I know she knows certain people from certain schools or certain neighborhood.
I made my shit private just because of the niggas getting out. All them niggas was getting out and following me and all that shit. So
I had that happen before on Facebook. Facebook would happen a lot.
Well, that's how.
Shit is bad on Instagram right now.
I know somebody from Southwest. Now, mind you, I only been to Southwest like twice, and like everybody I know that they know each other, I know they from Southwest. Like Deke though, the Shorty Kira and all that shit is like Southwest.
Yeah.
And then they know Kev, all that shit is from like Southwest. So if I know them, I'm like, all right, they know from each other from Southwest. Yeah. So like that shit is, and I never even been out Southwest. Yeah. But would y'all ever do a dating app though? Like you was single back in this world again? You just meet another chick from Instagram?
What?
I do Instagram or I'm out here.
I've actually had a profile before. I just wasn't active on it. But yeah, I would.
I had a Hinge profile, but I never did nothing with it.
What made you do it though? Just cause?
I be burnt out with the Instagram chicks.
What made you do it? Oh, you said you never got active.
Yeah, I was never really active.
I'll get burnt out with the chicks on Instagram because
social media.
I just told somebody, I said it's so hard for single men to date because you got court chicks. Like to even get to know if you like a chick, it requires you to take them on a date. You gotta spend money, and then you gotta ask yourself, is it worth the fucking money?
Not even just dating, but like approaching women now.
Because you gotta act like you like them.
Well, not I'm talking about actually like introducing yourself to women that you don't know. There's so much other shit that's going on that they think the worst of what could happen, which is understandable. Don't get me wrong, but like. You approach a woman, she might think you trying to kidnap her or something like that, or you a stalker or whatever type of like that.
I would think it would be worse on the dating app, like on the Tinder.
Nah, because there's a mutual understanding of why you're here. Like you created the profile for the same reason I created the profile, right. And then I think you have to like people and everything else. So it's like there's a mutual, there's a mutual thing. But
it still be a nigga that
as opposed to you being at a Target,
you the fuck up.
Yeah, you being at a Target and I'm approaching you in the tampon aisle trying to figure out what's up with you.
I think that's awkward too. Like I don't do that too much either. Like just meeting people out in public and just be talking to them. Like I was at the.
Well, I've done that, but like,
I do that, but I don't like doing that. Like I'll engage with a chick to figure out if I can bag her, and then I probably won't. Like I'll be like, nah, I'm cool. Cause I don't like to meet total strangers like that. That's like that shit is weird to me too.
People either.
Yeah.
I was watching this. Me and my shorty was watching this joint called Love Is Blind. You ever see that?
I heard of it, but I never watched it.
But
that's something you will watch with your shorty.
Exactly. They meet each other like they just talking through a wall. You never get to see what they look like, this, that, and the third.
Oh yeah.
But then you gotta like propose to them. Like you gotta fall in love with the person
without looking
enough, just like talking to them and learning them without ever seeing them, touching them, or nothing like that. And these motherfuckers be proposing to them, and then they do a little reveal, and it be like you can see in their face, like, yeah, I'm not attracted to this motherfucker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so like, if you propose, you have to get married.
You don't have to get married. You got propose. It's 4 weeks to the marriage. You gotta. They propose and they send them to the Bahamas or some shit. Well, you gotta live with them for like a couple weeks before you.
That's nothing.
Go down the aisle.
Yeah, well, you married.
That's because it's not the truth that people like.
But I'll be like awkward.
Like love is not like looks and all that shit come with love. Like it's not just like you could just.
That's
love
the whole
anybody.
test to see if you can.
That's bullshit. You gotta add something. If I'm gonna let you blind, you gotta add something. I think that's made up. Ain't nobody just dating anybody because your personality. We like the same shows. Great.
Speaking of dating apps, y'all see that shit on TikTok? The Recitessa? The John?
Oh yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing.
I watched it.
I
fell into the rabbit hole.
All 50?
All 50.
Wow.
Once you start, you can't.
I think I watched one, and it wasn't even completely the whole one. And I was like, nah.
No, the person who told me to watch it, like one of my homies off the joint, she told me how to do the TikTok, speed it up.
Oh, the speed up.
It was 10 minutes, but you sped it up. It was only 2 minutes. So I sped it up, and I was done.
But it was still 50 slides, though.
I was done in an hour. If people watched it straight up, it was 4 hours.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like it was 10 minutes each joint. 50.
So you still spent an hour?
Yeah, spent an hour. I was in the house sick. I ain't got shit to do.
Yeah, sick.
What made you start it though? Like somebody send it to you.
My homie on Instagram.
Send it to you.
Like,
Yo,
you gotta
watch it.
Crazy.
See, maybe
I was like, I'm not watching this shit.
So all right, so break it down.
That's a lot to break down.
Anyway, let's do the highlights.
Met the dude on a dating ad. He told her he was this, that, and the third, ex-football player.
From Philly, right?
He was from Philly.
Fucked up. Go ahead.
He was from Philly, but he moved to Atlanta when he was like in high school or some shit like that. Long story short, they get together, whatever. It's around COVID, so now they had the quarantine. So they wound up staying together in quarantine. Shorty get pregnant. He telling her he gonna buy a house, this, that, and the third. He's showing the approval loans, $700,000 for houses, this, that, and the third. He's supposed to be a vice president of this company and all this shit.
I know somebody did that paperwork, but go ahead.
Exactly. So every time they go to settle, is something happened though.
So who was the cap in it though? Like
he was lying about everything. He didn't have a fucking job. But he was buying. I don't know how, because he's paying all the bills. But he didn't have this VP, vice president job and all this shit. He went as far as to tell this bitch he was going to buy a car. Was taking this bitch to test drive a BMW every weekend. Nah, I'm gonna get it. Oh, it's supposed to come to the house, be at the house by 1 o'clock.
So who the fool though? Like
she definitely was the fool.
Yeah,
for sure. But she said it. Like she said when she had called the realtor was like, no, he ain't never put no offer in for this house. She knew, but she was like,
kept going.
I'm gonna let him tell me.
Cause she was broke though, right?
She wasn't broke, but she was like, if you see I don't want to say.
I saw that. You don't have to say it. I saw that.
She a sucker for love.
She looked like she was looking for love for a long time.
Okay.
And then the boy just was telling her all types of shit. He was telling the people was dying that was dead for years. My grandma just died from COVID.
I'll put that at the job, but go ahead.
He said he went as far as his stepdaughter died from COVID and this and the third. And the whole time the stepdaughter was alive, this and the third. Well, she wound up getting in contact with like his family from Philly, and they told her the whole truth. They don't fuck with him. He been a liar all his life. Anything he ever said was a lie. The brother told it was a whole bunch of bullshit. But once you started, like you had to keep watching it for some reason. You invested in the story. Yeah, you had to see it to the
I heard one part, so he had like a knee injury or something like that.
Yeah, that's how she wound up. Like it all broke down. He wasn't moving or some shit. He couldn't move out the bed, so he was in the bed peeing in like Powerade bottles and shit, having them all over the crib. But she went through the phone and seen that he was getting a little hooker to top him off and shit like that. So it was crazy. It was crazy.
She was all for all the stories until she found out he was cheating. Now
because she wasn't. Once now you got enough sense. Fucking there and everything, but he was fucking somebody else the whole time. It was crazy.
Lie to me all you want, just don't cheat.
That was the last straw.
That was what pushed her over the edge.
Oh, okay.
That's a social media sickness. If somebody watched, like,
yeah, it was a sickness.
I think you get addicted to swiping. So it's where you like.
Was
you don't have to. It's a playlist.
Somebody broke it down. It's like it's an actual it's an actual theory. I forget it's off the psychology lady. I forget her name. It started with a Z. But it's a theory where you leave like cliffhangers at the end of things, and your brain can't help but
to engage
like I need to know what happens. Like
make
I
sure
need to know
you.
the conclusion.
I'm gonna tell you in this one. Like,
well, let's be clear. I didn't.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I didn't sit there with the phone like this watching it. I was still doing life, but I had it. Like
you did.
Like an audio book.
It was like a podcast too.
Like a podcast.
Okay.
Well, that makes sense. Then I could spend an hour listening.
Yeah,
to
I wasn't
like
sitting there like this. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Next joint.
Not his knee.
He was peeing in the bottle.
Powerade.
I did that. But no, it was crazy. It was a rabbit hole to go down, man. I don't suggest nobody do it.
Is it original though? Like, is it
she from
original?
Philly?
Like, I saw some people
That's from Jersey, but she moved down there.
Oh, serves it right.
I don't know what part.
What the fuck? Like it
saying,
makes sense.
"I'm from
This
Jersey."
makes all the
Like, I
sense in the
get the
world
word.
now. Like, yeah.
But my
all
thing
right.
is like for it to be that trendy and that popping, was it any originality to it? Like, yo, like this the reason why everybody fuck with it. Like is it a cliffhanger?
It was definitely different. Like
Different than any other story of people. Like, did you ever see the Manti Te'o story?
yeah.
Where like that's something that's like,
See, it was on some. It was like that. It was just to see how much he was lying, and it was just like, damn, bro, he lied about everything. Nothing about him at all was the truth. This nigga say he went to San Diego State. When she looked it up and couldn't find that he from San Diego State, he told, "Oh, my dad paid for me to be a private citizen, so none of my information is on file." His dad was supposed to be a retired Philly cop. Never was a cop. He was actually a CO for 1 year. Yo, this shit was wild, bro. It was wild.
What class?
It was before. I think this was Holmberg days. Everybody was at the Bird.
he's at the bird.
But yeah, it was wild, man. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, speed it up on 2 Dub.
I feel like you broke it down enough for me.
Yeah, I gave you the rundown. I ain't give you everything, but
Well, before we finish though, we always want to end on some dad shit too, not just trifling shit. How y'all feel about? I saw a viral clip going around, and it was this guy. I think it was it might have been Jalen Brunson. That clip too, but it was another clip, and it was just leading about people like forcing your kids into habits, or like where Jalen Brunson and dad had him out there shooting, and he had him out. He was like, my dad was actually a coach for Virginia, and we could have been indoors playing, and like he had me out on the on the asphalt, like, or whatever, like that, shooting around. And when I wanted to quit, he kept me going. And then there was another TikTok I saw that was just a guy. He was like, well, I make my son do a certain amount of push-ups, or I make him play violin when he don't want to, or I make him participate in sports and all that. And I just wanted to ask y'all, what's the healthy balance of like what you make your kids do because it might serve them some purpose when they're adults versus what you allow them to, like, be their own person and like they own, like, blaze their own trail.
that's how I did, like, with as far as like the sports and stuff for my kids. Like, I never like pushed them. Like, I wasn't like that sports dad that was having them out early in the morning running around and shit. I wanted them to do it because they liked it, and they loved it. Hindsight, I wish I would have pushed them more because they probably would have been like better off somewhere or something like that. Especially my daughter. But yeah, it was plenty of times she ain't want to do it. I'm like, listen, you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna push you, but like, it's your last year. And then, she ain't, like, her last year she didn't want to play at all. So I'm like, yo, yeah, you don't have to. Like, you did it for this long, from like 4th grade all the way up to 12th grade. You don't have to do it no more. But she wound up saying, I'm gonna give it one more shot, and then she wound up winning the states and Catholic League and all that shit championship her last year. So like, it paid off for her, but then she was done. Like, she ain't want to do it no more. Yeah. And I ain't push her like, no, you should keep going. Like, I wanted it to be your decision. I want you to play because you wanted to play, and not me being like, you got to do it because I'm living through you and shit like that. Like, I ain't never wanted to be that case. I wanted y'all to do it because y'all wanted to do it, as far as like sports and shit go. But I think I should have been like hard on them, like, as far as like, because they say, like, when you do stuff like that, it do make them a better person. Like, when they get
build habits and stuff like that.
It build character and shit like that. But I wasn't.
I mean, you're gonna be doing a bunch of shit that you don't want to do for the rest of your life.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, why? I mean, you could look at it.
That?
I mean, you can look at it both sides. Why why would I teach you to quit? Because you're gonna be doing a lot of hard shit in your life. So this will teach you later on that all the hard shit that you do, you gonna, see it through. You know what I mean? And then on the flip side, it's like, why would I have you do the shit that you don't want to do? Right. Because
you got all life.
You got your whole life to be doing shit that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
My kids is a little too young to be like kind of like pushing them in that direction right now. At the moment, what I kind of like try to do is when I find something that I see them like to do and it's kind of relatable to what I like, I'll push them in that direction because you already like it, and there's a relatability.
Right.
So it's like I can teach you how to do more of this. Like my daughter's into art.
Okay.
She loves drawing. She loves coloring. So now I'm introducing you to different mediums, like painting, acrylic markers, acrylic paint, like everything that you could do. Like we're going to do. And if it catches your interest, then hopefully it catches on. You could be a famous artist one day for all I know.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's something I was always into. I love drawing and stuff like that. So why wouldn't I push you in that direction?
That's true.
Yeah, I think it's a healthy balance to both. Like my kids now, like it's hard to disconnect them from like the games and stuff like that. So like when my son, he'll start Lego sets and he'll get like defeated by them and then just jump back into games. So I kind of made him get back into that and like, well, stick with it. Yeah, like I'll help you finish it or I'll give you some suggestions, but you should see it through. And it's so much gratification in finishing things like that. And then it's like you said, it's like the healthy balance of like how much stuff you want to. Because like I had a friend who played basketball his whole life, and we all played basketball, but we also went to the club when we was younger and stuff like that. And he grew up and had like a disdain, like stopped playing basketball as he got older, and had a strenuous relationship with his dad because he pushed him into that much. And then you got to ask yourself for like how much of you robbing your kids of their childhood when you do things like that, trying to live your dream through them. So it is a tough medium to figure out. But I think if it affect them and if it's a tool to life, like far as like my kids with them like making their beds, like it's not a real big deal to me that they make their beds, but I do want to teach them how to make their bed. So when they know that they have to make their bed, or they might be having a girl over their fucking house, do you know how to make your bed?
Right.
Like, or you might want to go to the army and might want to go through boot camp and you got to make your bed that day. Like, do you know the things? Like, even far as things like what utensils to use, like how much stuff do you like you teach them that's going to be life lessons where it might not be that big of a deal, but it is a big of a deal. So
it's still something that you should know.
Yeah.
But I mean, you'd be surprised how like the little things of like making your bed, like the routines can actually like dictate the rest of your day. Like my whole day might seem thrown off if I don't like make my bed. And it's not because I didn't make my bed. It's just that I've thrown myself off my routine.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So like just little stuff like that, like, and understanding like the process of things too, like
or teaching them create routine,
but also appreciate the process of your day too.
Yeah.
So like waking up at 5 a.m., going to the gym, making yourself breakfast, things like that can really like dictate how the rest of your day will be. Yeah. And understanding like the things that might be able to snap you out of a funk too.
Right.
Because like, people who are depressed or whatever, they're more susceptible to lay in bed all day. You'd be surprised what just making your bed could do to alter your mood out of that depression. Then that just being the first like stepping stone to the next thing that could help you. So
I think even like the smallest things, like things we don't teach our kids that we assume they would know.
They wouldn't know.
Like I wasn't until I was like probably like 12 or 13, I really like started to use like my zipper on my pants. Like I never used my zipper. Like I never thought it, like we was kids, our pants sag. I just pulled my shit out over top of my pants. I never used my zipper because I never found a reason to. But nobody never told me like, yo, when you wear something and you like, even if I was dressed like for school and you had to wear fucking like button up your, like, back in the day when you went to school, you had to wear your uniform and had your belt on and your shirt tucked in. I still undid like my whole fucking pants and all that instead of just you and your zipper. Right. And that's just stuff that you're not taught to as like a child. And you like, it might be small, but it's like, it's something that you need to teach, that you need to pass down. Like, or tying a tie. Like a lot of people don't know how to tie ties.
You'd be surprised.
A lot of people don't know how to tie ties. And it's like, my kid might not never go to school where a place where he need to tie a tie, but he should know how to tie a tie.
I mean, you still got to do job interviews and everything else, so it's just like, it's just...
Yeah, can't say I went to school. We had the time.
I had to too. Like, and I had to learn. Like, if I didn't know how, like I showed up my first day of school. And like a motherfucker taught me getting off the L how to tie a tie before my first day of Catholic school.
That's crazy.
Because there wasn't no YouTube or nothing like that to like, yo, you really had to ask somebody and somebody had to show you. Like,
that's one thing I did teach my kids, like my boys, so like at least how to tie a tie. Not the youngest yet. Should get on that.
I was blessed because I had a homie I grew up with across the street, Eric. He wound up working at the Polo store downtown on Broad and Walnut, Broad and Chestnut, the Polo suit store.
Yeah.
And so like he used to get ties and dress shirts and everything else. So he would hook me up with like a friends and family discount for all the stuff. Yeah. So I would get stuff 70-90% off,
right?
Whatever. But he's the one that taught me how to tie a tie because he worked there, and it was just like you'd be surprised just the little things that people teach you,
and just how much stuff like I don't even think I realized that how much stuff that I was taught as a child that stayed with me, like learning how to make on my bed. I used to hate making my fucking bed up, and my step pop showed me how to make it because he was in boot camp, like at jail, and he taught me how to make it that way, and that's the way to the day I still know how to make my bed that way. Yeah. But I used to think it was so fucking pointless. Like even like the constructs of like dinner and all that. Like, so I try to get my kids and like sit them down and say grace together and all that. Like, so one day they could do that shit with their kids. Like, even if they choose not to, they still know how to do it. Like, Yeah, but I do think it's a big healthy medium to find out things, and just like knowing the impact of what you teach your kids as younglings. Is that a word, younglings? yeah. As youngins, it travel with them and it stay with them. But I think it just leads to the whole fact that how delicate it is to parent. Like the seesaw of like how much you doing right and what you could be doing wrong is so like
a fine line.
Yeah, it's a fine line of like what you think you could be doing. Like, cause I'm pretty sure people who push their kids in sports and all that think like, yo, he gonna pay it. Cause you do have the stories where people like, oh yeah, Jalen Brunson, his dad pushed him and all that. He went to the NBA and made it. But then for every story like that, you got a bunch of stories who just like, you pushed me like that, and I just was like fucked up about it. Yeah, and they resent you for it. Like, unless it pay off, it's always the sign of like what you do for your kids can lead to resentment.
Before we close out, I just want to give a shout out to Will. Speedy recovery, brother. I'll tell y'all off pod what happened. Y'all really don't know Will like that, but he's a listener of the show.
Yeah, I know.
Very active So speedy recovery. We praying for you. And what's the slogan? Have? What's the slogan?
As long as you're in progress, you're not failing.
We out.